A company that sells nature-themed items to fund conservation efforts is celebrating its first major win. Using profits from merchandise sales, Western Lands Preservation has purchased 30 acres in the Oquirrh Mountains in Utah, land that founder Stephen Whitney says looks straight out of a national park.
The guy who was selling it didn't know what he was selling, and he actually didn't have pictures of it because it was a bit of a hike.
Whitney says the idea for Western Lands Preservation began after he spotted a badger on a hike when he was 15.
It was the original inspiration of, gee whiz, I sure like the outdoors.
Now, 5 years later, he's running the company from Star Valley Ranch while on break from Cornell University. The vision? A chain of private parks across the West. And he says his for-profit model is showing strong results. Their website says their product line is available in 11 stores across western Wyoming. The newest product is a deck of playing cards made by United States Playing Cards Company. Whitney says each deck helps preserve about 30 square feet of western land. But he's especially proud of the cookies.
We like our cookies because we put a little sticker on it that says each bite preserves about 1 square foot, based on the average number of bites and, the cost of making a cookie.
Stephen's brother, Brian Whitney, is the company's treasurer. He says they're pushing back against what they see as a growing trend away from protecting federal land.
The assumption that's been true ever since kind of Teddy Roosevelt created the national park system about over 100 years ago, about how if it was government land, it's going to stay government land, everybody's going to be able to have access to it, it's not going to change anything. That's no longer the case.
The Whitney's conservation push comes as Utah Senator Mike Lee proposed selling off millions of acres of federal land, a plan supported by Wyoming Congresswoman Harriet Hagman.
Those 5-acre lot, 10-acre lots that nobody's using, that's not where you're hiking, that's not where you're hunting, that's not where you're camping. Those are the kinds of lands that are being targeted by this bill. And it specifically relates to affordable housing.
Lee's proposal is part of President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill, which is currently under debate in Congress. But the Senate parliamentarians stripped the original proposal from the bill, saying it was unable to pass a filibuster. In response, Lee has proposed a scaled-back version that excludes the sale of U.S. Forest Service lands. The Whitney brothers say even one bite of a cookie can help protect Western land, and that they're just getting started. For SVI News, I'm John Little.